What if I told you that you could protect your personal assets, save thousands in taxes, and build generational wealth all with one simple business structure? Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to set up an LLC in Florida specifically for real estate investing and why Florida might just be the perfect state to do it in. Hey everyone, I'm Santiago Cueto, board certified international business law expert and best-selling author. If you're serious about building wealth through real estate, then you need to understand the power of using an LLC. Whether you're buying your first rental property or you're looking to expand your portfolio, structuring your investments correctly from the start can save you tens of thousands of dollars and protect everything you've worked so hard for. Florida has become the hottest real estate market in the country, and there is a reason why so many investors are flocking here. But before you jump in, you need to know how to do this the right way. In the next several minutes, I'm going to give you the complete roadmap to setting up your Florida Real Estate LLC, including the exact steps, costs, and insider tips that most people don't know about. So grab a pen and paper because you're going to want to take notes. Let's start with the why. Why should you use an LLC for real estate investing instead of just buying properties in your personal name? Well, first, there's asset protection. When you own real estate personally, you're personally liable for everything that happens on that property. Someone slips and falls, they can come after your house, your car, your savings, everything. But when your property is owned by an LLC, that liability stops at the LLC level. Your personal assets stay protected. The second, tax benefits. LLCs offer incredible flexibility when it comes to taxes. You can choose how you want to be taxed as a sole proprietorship, a partnership, an S Corp, or even a C Corp. This flexibility allows you to optimize your tax strategy as your portfolio grows. Third, there's credibility and financing. Banks and sellers take you more seriously when you're operating as a business entity. You look more professional, and it can actually make financing easier in many cases. So now, why Florida specifically? Florida has no state income tax, which means more money stays in your pocket. The filing fees are reasonable, the process is straightforward, and Florida law is very LLC friendly. Plus, with the booming real estate market here, you're positioning yourself in one of the best markets in the country. Now, before we dive into the setup process, you need to understand your options. There are essentially 3 ways to structure your real estate LLCs. Option 1, single member LLCs. This is the simplest structure. You own 100% of the LLC. It's perfect if you're investing solo and want maximum control. Tax-wise, it's treated as a disregarded entity, meaning profits and losses flow through to your personal tax return. Option 2, multi-member LLCs. Now, if you're investing with partners, family members, or want to bring in other investors, this is your route. You can specify ownership percentages and management responsibilities in your operating agreement. And option 3, multiple individual LLCs. For multiple properties, you can create separate LLCs for each property. This provides maximum liability protection since each property is completely isolated from the others. The downside is higher filing costs and more paperwork. Now here's an important update. Series LLCs are coming to Florida in 2026. Florida recently passed legislation allowing protected Series LLCs, which will take effect July 1st of 2026. Once available, these will allow you to create separate series under one main LLC, with each series owning different properties and having separate liability protection. This will save significantly on filing fees compared to multiple individual LLCs. For now, if you're starting with one property, go with a single member LLC. If you're planning multiple properties before mid-2026, you'll need to separate LLCs for each property. All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts. Here's exactly how to set up your Florida Real Estate LLC. Step 1, choose your LLC name. Your name must include LLC or limited liability company, and it must be unique in Florida. I recommend checking availability on the Florida Division of Corporations website. That's sunbiz.org. Here's a pro tip. Choose a name that doesn't reveal it's for real estate. Something like Sunset Holdings LLC instead of Miami Real Estate LLC. This keeps you under the radar for potential litigants. Step 2, designate a registered agent. Florida requires every LLC to have a registered agent. someone who can receive legal documents on behalf of your LLC. You can serve as your own registered agent if you're a Florida resident, or you can hire a service for about $100 or $200 a year. I recommend using a service to maintain privacy. Step 3, file articles of organization. This is the official document that creates your LLC. You'll file this with the Florida Division of Corporations, and the filing fee is just about $140, and you can do this online. The form is straightforward. You'll need your LLC name, registered agent information, and management structure. Step 4, get your EIN number. That's the employer identification number. Even if you don't have employees, you need an EIN for tax purposes and to open up business bank accounts. This is free directly from the IRS website. Never pay a third party for this. Here's step 5, create an operating agreement. This isn't required by Florida law, but it's absolutely critical. This document outlines how your LLC operates, profit distributions, member responsibilities, and what happens if you want to add partners or you want to sell. Even for single member LLCs, this helps maintain the corporate veil that protects your personal assets. In step 6, open up a business bank account. Keep your LLC finances completely separate from your personal finances. This separation is critical for maintaining liability protection. You'll need your articles of organization, EIN, and operating agreement to open up the account. With all the filing and registration fees, the total startup costs are roughly about $800 to $2,000 depending on whether you use an attorney or not. Timeline-wise, if you file online, your LLC can be approved within 2 to 5 business days. That's super fast. The entire process includes getting your EIN and opening a bank account can now be completed in about 2 weeks. Here's one important note though. Florida requires an annual report filing each year by May 1st. The fee is minimal, but if you miss that deadline, your LLC can be dissolved. So before we wrap up, let me share some insider tips that can save you time, money, and headaches. Here's pro tip number 1. Consider getting a Florida business address, even if you live out of state. This can provide additional privacy and makes you look more local to Florida-based lenders and sellers. Here's pro tip number 2. Don't commingle funds, ever. Keep your LLC bank account completely separate from personal accounts. This is the number 1 way people pierce the corporate veil and lose asset protection. And here's power tip number 3. Consider an umbrella insurance policy in addition to your LLC protection. The LLC protects your personal assets from the business, but umbrella insurance covers additional coverage for the business itself. Here's common mistake number 1 you need to know. Not having an operating agreement. Even though Florida doesn't require it, you absolutely need one. Another mistake, using the LLC for personal expenses. Keep it 100% business related. Another mistake is not maintaining the LLC properly. File your annual reports, keep records, and treat it like the business that it is. And there you have it, the complete setup guide to setting up your Florida real estate LLC. This single step can be the difference between building lasting wealth and losing everything to one lawsuit or a tax mistake. Remember, real estate investing isn't just about buying properties. It's about building a business that creates financial freedom. And that business starts with proper structure and protection. If this video helped you out, smash that like button and subscribe for more real estate investing content. Drop a comment below and let me know what Florida market you're looking at. I love hearing about your investing journey. And here's your homework. Don't just watch this video and forget about it. Take action. Start your LLC setup process this week. Your future self will thank you when you're collecting rent checks with complete peace of mind, knowing your assets are protected and your taxes are optimized. Until next time, keep investing smart, and I'll see you in the next video.